this is Dr. Donna Shaver here at Padre National Seashore. And you're watching Dr. Donna live at 6:45 on RidleyTV, showing you the state sea turtle of Texas, the critically endangered Kemp's Ridley turtle. And here this morning, as my guest co-hosts, we have Jesse and Emma Gilbert from the Texas State Aquarium. And they are tremendously valued partners. Jesse is the CEO of the Texas State Aquarium, and Emma oversees rehabilitation and husbandry. And we are just so grateful for the partnership that we have had with the Texas State Aquarium for the last 30 years.
For 30 years. This is our 30th year on July 6th, and the aquarium's been working with Dr. Shaver and the Padre Island National Seashore since the inception of the aquarium in the 1990s. And so we are excited to be part of this. And what's interesting about the sea turtle partnership between the aquarium and the National Seashore is we work with Dr. Shaver and the folks at Pins on sea turtle rescue. So we bring a lot of turtles in from the seashore and cold stunnings. And then we've been very fortunate to be blessed in an event like this. This is some pretty cool stuff.
This is incredible. Well, I'm so glad that you get to be here with us today. We're very sad that we don't have our normal public releases that are so popular. But due to COVID, it was thought that to err on the side of caution and safety, and we would do social media releases instead. And I wanted to have guest co-hosts that could show everyone the partnerships that we have and value so much, and community leaders who value the project. And our work with you guys is so special. We're really fortunate this year during the COVID, when we had challenges of difficulties with getting staff hired and cleared quickly and quarantined for the proper amount of time and onboarded. We were short of staff for patrolling for the nesting season because these restrictions came on right as we were trying to train people to begin patrols to detect nesting. And nesting begins in late March. And we were so blessed that the Texas State Aquarium was closed, and they graciously offered to help and have some of their personnel come out here and aid with our patrols.
We did. We early on in the COVID process, Dr. Shaver reached out, and we were focused on making sure the animals at the aquarium while we were closed were still cared for, but at the same time making sure that we were executing on our mission of wildlife rescue. And so this fit in perfectly. We had some staff that had some freed up time, and so what started out as we're going to go out and help with turtle patrols, I can tell you that the staff has incredibly enjoyed it. I get reports almost daily, and the TSA team now gets to share that with the guests since we reopened in late May. So it's been a fantastic opportunity to get our biologists and the TSA team into the field to see the incredible conservation work that Dr. Shaver and the team here at Pins are doing.
Well, your personnel, your staff, we had so fortunate because these were highly trained individuals, veterinary technicians, education specialists, and other folks that have important jobs that either care for the animals or interface with the public. And this was great to give them hands-on experience with actually the rescue part.
It was.
Not just getting the turtles when we bring them to you after they're found here, but actually helping rescue them themselves.
Yeah, they were part of it from beach to the rescue center, and then even some releases yesterday back to the wild. So it was a complete, what I call the complete conservation cycle that happens in South Texas that we're also fortunate to be part of.
Well, that was fantastic. There's two of the individuals that come to mind specifically about those rescues. One was a nesting Kemp's Ridley turtle that had been bitten by a shark, and the drive of this species to nest is incredible.
That maternal instinct. It
really brings tears to your eyes. How how much they will come up when they're barely hanging on.
Yep.
This turtle was quite injured, but she nested, and our turtle patrol personnel noticed those injuries, and you had folks that were right here and actually looked at the turtle, sent pictures over to Dr. Yaw from the beach. He looked at it, he said, yes, bring it in. And so that it was an instant expert veterinary medical diagnosis right there saying, yes, right away, bring that turtle in. And she's been, she underwent surgery.
She did. So we, so Dr. Taylor Yaw's our head of veterinarian at the aquarium, and he was able to, from the photos that he was seeing, say, let's bring her in and get her in here pretty quick. And she's doing great. She's recovering. I think it's all working in the right direction, and
just a matter of time.
Hopefully she'll be released and she can help repopulate next season.
Yes, that's really great. We were a little worried that she might develop eggs in the tank, and we'd have that problem of her dropping eggs, but she apparently has reabsorbed
She's
those.
reabsorbed them, and I think even the possibility of the eggs coming out in the rehab setting, it was everybody coming together to say, okay, if she does, how do we, what do we do to do that? And I mean, we had experts. You were involved in that discussion.
It was great.
It was great.
It was great because I had, from my PhD program at Texas A&M, Dr. David Owens and Dave Rostel, who have specific expertise in the ultrasound of gravid Kemp's Ridley turtle and knowing what the developing eggs look like and what might happen. So to be able to match Taylor up with some of those experts was really fun to do, and everybody was glad to participate.
It was fantastic. And what's great is now with technology, and we have all the digital imaging, once she's recovered and she's released back into the Gulf, we'll be able to share that story for a long, long time. And we have all the photos, we have the ultrasounds, we have all the radiographs, so it's going to be a story that will live on for quite a while.
Well, that's just one case of hundreds, or sometimes over 1,000 of turtles that will come to your facility after we rescue them out here at Padre National Seashore, the longest stretch of undeveloped Barrier Island Beach in the United States, and we're the epicenter for strandings and cold stunning.
We are.
On the backside of North Padre, after Packery Channel was opened, it became a super highway for juvenile green turtles to go right into the upper laguna and forage on the bountiful seagrasses there.
Right.
And it's a great life for them until there's a cold stunning event. And then the north wind blows them to the backside of the National Seashore, where long distance between the boat docks.
Right.
So we've got the most strategically placed boat dock here at the National Seashore for recovery of all those turtles that are found in the backside here, and having the capacity that you guys had to be able to take in the more than 1,000 during the big event was critical.
I can't say enough about the work that you guys did and how smooth that was. It was a historic response to a historic situation, and we were able to take in about 1,100 sea turtles over that period of time, and the communication was great, and it was everybody coming together, agencies from all over the state, the federal agencies, the NGOs, Texas State Aquarium, SeaWorld. I mean, there were a lot of organizations that were making sure that work happened, and it happened well. And I mean, our numbers at the aquarium, we had over a 95% success rate with that. So, we were able to turn those animals back around. I know the ARC was part of that, and Texas Sea Life Center as well, and got them back out. So
it was an amazing.
Took a village.
It definitely took a village, but there was a high success rate of animals found alive and then successfully going through rehabilitation. And here we're fortunate that those cold stun turtles don't have to be kept for long periods of time, unlike the poor cold stun Kemp's Ridleys on the east coast of the U.S. These just need a little gradual warming, most of them, and then they're ready to go when the waters are warm enough in the nearshore Gulf, where they can disperse from here into warmer and deeper waters in the Gulf of Mexico and further south as well. So we're heading a little bit closer to the water now as the turtles continue to walk in. I'd like to also talk to you guys about. So we're really excited about what we've been doing over the years with the Texas State Aquarium, and I'm really excited about what the future will hold with the new partnership program. Would you like to talk about that?
I
Jesse?
would. Yeah. So several years ago, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, AZA, which is our parent organization for the Texas State Aquarium, started a zoo park partnership, and they were looking at keystone species that really made an impact in the environment, and how zoos and the National Park Service could help those animals in the parks. And so it was a very much terrestrial based program. And one afternoon, I got an email and a call from Dr. Shaver, and she said, "Hey, what do you think about maybe pitching to AZA that we do something for aquariums? We've had this partnership since 1990. It's probably 2 years ago now. So we've been going at it for 28 years. What if we made it a little bit more formalized with AZA's help and the National Park Service?" And so we all worked on a paper to kind of talk about the importance of green sea turtles and their keystone species definition and why that matters here in South Texas. And I'm pleased to announce that has all pretty much moved through. We're waiting on some formalization of documents, but the Texas State Aquarium and Padre Island National Seashore will be the first Aquarium-Park partnership in the United States. So we are thrilled. Donna spearheaded this, and we are incredibly grateful and excited about what this partnership means and how that will continue to expand the aquarium's role in the park, national park, and vice versa. So we are very excited about it.
Well, the Padre Island National Seashore is really excited about it too. This formalization has different roles and goals,
right.
And one, of course, it's so important. Besides, of course, the great work that we do with your rehabilitation and helping with the animals themselves, another is the education. And we both have such an important mission with educating the public, educating the next generation, so that we can help foster those next young ones coming up to come along and help carry on these efforts in the future and care about the animals.
It is. I think we've got a unique opportunity with the park being so close to Corpus Christi and the Texas State Aquarium. We've got this incredible opportunity to educate and tell.
Kudos and hats off to the Park Service and for standing by this work for all these years. Endangered species conservation is the long game. It takes a lot of years, it takes a lot of patience, but we've made progress.
We have, and I think you're exactly right, Donna. It's working. You can see Kemp's Ridley numbers, over the last 20, 25, 30 years now, and they're inching up. And it's no doubt part of the work that Dr. Shaver's done here at Padre Island and the Binational Kemp's Project. It is working. So it's not a lot of time that we get to see those success stories play out just in our own backyards, and here it is.
Well, and those stories are important to relate to the public, because now with so many sad things going on, let's tell them a happy story.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of work, but progress has been made, and we're doing this. Our goals, very similar for Texas State Aquarium and Padre Island National Seashore National Parks, preserve and protect for future generations, conservation legacies for the future. These are their animals. We want to ensure that these species, like the SAFE program and the work that the aquariums and zoos are doing now with endangered species, to help make sure that these animals survive and they're there for future generations to enjoy.
That is the key. We talk about it all the time. We've got to make sure, here in Texas and in the United States, but I talk a lot about how special this is for Texas. We've got to make sure the species is here for decades and centuries to come. And this is the work. And like you said, it's hard work. It comes with its challenges. Then you got a morning like this in South Texas where the sun's coming over the Gulf of Mexico, and you've got an endangered species, which, by the way, is pretty cute and pretty charismatic. That helps.
Absolutely.
It's hard not to sit here and recognize that you're part of something very, very special.
And I'm sorry that I've taken your ability to just sit here in awe,
incredible.
Because I'm talking to you during this, because I want to get the information out to the public too, but I wanted you to get the chance also to enjoy what I did when I first saw Kemp's Ridley hatchlings 40 years ago, right here on this very stretch of beach.
Yep.
and it captivated me, and I decided I wanted to dedicate my career to trying to help save this critically endangered species that man almost obliterated in a blink of an eye.
Well, we're glad you did.
Well,
here's the results of that.
And we want more and more people to be able to have the chance to see these magnificent animals in the future. That we have this common bond of loving the animals and being committed to trying to do what we can for trying to make this world a better place.
Absolutely.
Conserving these animals so that other people can have this same experience
Absolutely.
of having the hair raise on their arms and get teared up
Yes.
and to be moved by seeing these little tiny babies taking their first steps in life and going off. There's no maternal care and we're so happy this year to have gotten the news from our genetics research that we're seeing turtles that we released as hatchlings 12 to 16 years ago come back to nest.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We've now proved it from the genetic tag.
That's fantastic.
Because-
Thank you enough for the incredible partnership and collaboration and ability to participate and to do such incredible work with you. We really appreciate it.
Well, and we appreciate you. So it's mutual admiration and true partnership. Now, some will talk about partnerships and they'll kind of stretch it to say they have, but this is a true partnership that's been in place
Yes.
for 3 decades.
Yes.
And it just keeps getting better and better.
It sure does. And there's still so much great work to do, and we're just going to keep doing it.
And the Texas State Aquarium has grown a lot since then.
It sure has.
You've got more exhibits, and now you're the fourth largest aquarium.
Largest, yes.
Wow.
It sure has. And then,
That's impressive.
yes, and so excited to be able, like I said, to work with you through our rescue program. And, our goal is to help rehabilitate animals and get them right back out home.
Well, and to rescue, all the phases of it are important in the chances for survival of those animals. We don't want them lingering on the beach a long time. We want to be able to get them into the treatment that they need right away.
Absolutely.
And you guys have a great success rate of patients surviving once they're brought to your care there. And you've got new things going on you're going to have a new facility.
Yes, we sure are. We're working on that. The rescue part of everything that we do at the aquarium and the conservation, the importance of it is so important to us that we are working on trying to get a new building to keep that going and to keep that incredible work going, and as well to continue this partnership.
Well, that's fantastic. The green turtle population seems to just be going up, so we've got to make sure we've got the capacity for those cold-stung green turtles.
And we are doing everything in our power to be just as prepared as possible for that.
We know that those cold-stunning events will happen, and there's going to be one that's even bigger than the last one, probably. Hard to imagine, but it likely will, and so we do need to be ready for it.
Yep, and we're always ready.
And for these, it's a slow process, but so many gains. We have a flag that's in our turtle lab that was given to us in 2001. It was flown over the camp. That's 19 years ago. Flown over the turtle camp down at the beach, 40 miles down at Padre National Seashore, and it has 11 sea turtles embroidered on that flag, and each one of them represents a nest on the Texas coast, and one was loggerhead. That's all that was found that year.
Goodness.
So when you think of that, and then our high of 353 in Texas in 2017,
Right.
we made large gains.
Yes, absolutely.
Large gains.
Absolutely.
The numbers are up and down. We certainly haven't saved the species. We've got more work to do, but we've made good progress. And it's an endangered species success story in the making.
It truly is. It truly is.
And habitat protection through the National Park Service has been critical. We're the longest stretch of undeveloped Barrier Island Beach in the United States. Remarkable area with magnificent wildlife and fisheries resources and visitors who enjoy it. If people haven't been here, it's a wonderful place to come. There's many days you can be out down the beach and you're the only one for miles around you, and there's not too many places that can be like that.
And it's just beautiful. It is
beautiful
beautiful out here. I'm just taken back by just this whole morning.
And it stole my
It's
heart.
incredible.
40 years ago when I came here and I saw the ocean for the first time, and I met the friendly Texans, and I saw sea turtles, and well,
They're
there
almost
goes the
home.
last two. And it's always bittersweet.
It is, you know, you kind of, it is. You're excited. You're part of something special, but you know what they're up against. You know,
It's tough life
Yeah,
out there
it
for
is.
them.
The ocean's not necessarily a nice place all the time, but
Nope, there's a lot of predators out there.
this is how it works. And, yeah, this is pretty cool.
And there goes the last one, and maybe she'll be the one that comes back in 12 to 16 years.
Isn't that the neat part? It's incredible.
It surely is, and it's so special for me to have been here with both of you today. You've been such great colleagues to work with, but also great friends.
Well, thank you,
So
Donna,
thank
yeah.
you for being
Thank you,
out here
Donna.
this morning
Thank you
with
for having
us.
Thank you for having us. This is incredible. I'll never forget this day.
There
he
goes the
goes.
last one. And think about how this kind of an experience helps so much your folks to be able to explain to the public what's going
Oh,
on
of course.
from the heart. Goodbye, everybody. Signing off. This is Dr. Donna Shaver from Dr. Donna Live at 6:45 on Ridley TV. Showed you the state sea turtle of Texas, the Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. And tune in again. Thank you very much.